Hey everybody, thanks everyone for their kind words about me being sick. I'm obviously on the mend, I'm doing pretty good. All it takes is a couple good nights sleep and you can knock these things out. But I am behind on my original content. I have a couple videos in the queue that I'm producing and they'll be coming in at the end of the week and early next week, and we'll be back on schedule. But some of you may have noticed that Antonio Subirats has put up the live stream where he called me out for my lies. One that he had originally taken down or made private after we had our discussion. But he's put it back up because I think his pride was hurt by the fact that I called out him for taking it down. But because I'm in a particularly uncharitable mood, I'm going to show it all here in its entirety. Since the entire subject is about me, as far as I'm concerned, I have the right to show it here, so I will. I don't suggest that you watch it. It's not particularly good content. But if you're going to watch it, don't go over to his channel. Watch it here. I will be supplying you with something I think is more interesting to watch while you do. So feel free to watch either my addition to this content or his content. I think mine is a little more interesting. So see you at the end.
Greetings. This might sound like ASMR. I'm only whispering because my daughters are sleeping. This is an invitation to GreaterSapiens. I'm going to give him 15 minutes or so to come into the chat and accept my invitation. I will then give him my email. You can then communicate with me by email. I will then send him a link to this hangout so he can explain why he lied to his public, or whatever else he might want to explain. If he doesn't accept the offer within the next 15 minutes, I will then expose him absolutely irrefutably. So 15 minutes, I'm going to turn my screen off and mute myself. You won't hear anything else on this channel for the next 15 minutes unless he joins me within that 15 minutes, okay? So, time 15 minutes. See you shortly.
Okay, at this point here, he's left the camera, turned the camera off. He's just in the chat and he's waiting for me to arrive at the live stream. Now, understand that I don't know this live stream is in existence. We haven't had any contact. We haven't agreed to have me show up on this live stream. No, in his particular arrogance, he put a live stream out, assuming that I was watching, and tried to make it look like I was somehow not showing up to some type of debate or something. So right now, for the next 15 minutes, is blank screen, him in the chat, waiting for me to show up. And people in the chat talking about how I'm never going to show up because I'm such a liar. So we're going to skip ahead now. Yeah, skip ahead.
Okay, that was a long 15 minutes. Let me fix my groovy hair. The rest of this is going to be short. I'm just going to explain what he did and then show that what I've just explained is correct. Let me screen share. Greetings everybody in chat. Saludos a todos los hispanohablantes. Okay, so GreaterSapiens didn't show. He did say he was unwell. He might be in bed. Who knows? Not really important. Okay. Let me see. His comment. This comment here gets him in more trouble than his actual video. His video, he could just say was a faux pas. Once that had been pointed out to him, if he was not the narcissist that I called him out to be, then he would have just, if he was not a narcissist, he would have said, yeah, my bad. Instead, he compounds it and digs himself further into the lie. I'm going to read this out. Hey, Antonio, if you had bothered to check the link, by the way, in case anybody's just joined and doesn't know this. Okay, just 1 second. to say this and makes things worse for himself. Hey Antonio, if you had bothered to check the link in the description of my video, you would know that the video I was referring to was published on December 2nd. Important, December 2nd. Yet you linked to a video published on the day I was recording my video, while I was recording, in fact, right? So, are you lying about the video I was referring to, or just ignorant of the facts and talking anyway? That's what he wrote. He wrote he was referring to the video published on December 2nd. And that's the video in his description. That is the video in his description. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't referring to that video. Jeranism was referring to that video. This is Jeranism's discussion of that same video, which is this one, from the 2nd of December. I will paste this video in the description. As you watch through the video, you will see that at no point is this man, Weldon, standing holding the mirror. At no point. Now, this is Weldon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. God bless him. And this is GreaterSapien's video. The one he says is linked here from the 2nd of December. This is the video from the 2nd of December. This scene is not found in that video. This scene is found in this video. The behind the scenes on the 13th of December. This video has this scene. This scene is on GreaterSapien's video. This scene is not in the 2nd of December video. GreaterSapiens went into this video to find this scene of him holding the mirror further away from the beach, to give the impression that the observation was not as profound as it actually was. The observation in this video, from which obviously GreaterSapiens took the clip. Watch, I will play a portion of his video. See? In reality, they saw the mirror when it was lay on the sand. And later lay on the sand right at the sea, to the point that Weldon actually gets his knees wet by the surf. Okay, I'm looking for it here. You can watch the video yourselves. Anyway, they take this to sea level. They can still see it from 3 feet elevation. That's 80 feet of missing drop or curvature. What GreaterSapiens did was came to this video, found footage of Weldon holding the mirror this video. This is GreaterSapien's video. Show the footage of Weldon holding the mirror from this video. Let me find it again. Give me a second. I'll find the exact same place. Okay. This is GreaterSapien's lying video, which he says was from the 2nd of December. The 2nd of December was the video Jeranism showed. It's this video in which Weldon does not hold the mirror like this or like this. GreaterSapien's video. December 13th video. GreaterSapiens is aware that he is lying to his viewers. I pointed this out to him and he lied in my comment section. Now, I offered him to come and explain this on this hangout that obviously he either did not hear or he will pretend that he didn't hear. We will not know because a liar will lie. Now, this is absolute, irrefutable proof that the video used in GreaterSapien's video was the video I linked in the description, which is the video of the 13th, the behind the scenes video, and not the video of the 2nd, which he says is the video he used. What I was referring to was published on December 2nd. No, it was not GreaterSapiens. You are lying, and you have been caught lying to a worse degree, possibly to Nathan Oakley's lying, or even Anthony Riley's lying. This is deplorable, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, because my voice is likely to be getting a bit hoarse, I'm going to go in the chat, see whether maybe he has turned up, and see what's happening. Blinding you with science. Thank you for supporting this rotated spherical Earth. You mean want me to accept the size of it. Blinding you with science. I think you need to take a couple of courses in logic. Okay, so I'm going to scroll. Caveman. They did, caveman. They did put the mirror partly in the water, while the water was lapping the mirror. Seems it's funny that you send him an invitation and you can't even have. Excuse me. I have conversations with people in your comment section. Anyone who asks things you can't answer, you delete. Stop lying, Sims. I'm not deleting anyone from my section, from my chat. This is showing, yes. So stop lying, Sims. It's bad for you. I'm looking for anybody who's highlighted my name. Pepper. Oh. What even is the evidence of the flat Earth? The evidence of flat Earth, Pepper, is the non-drifting gyroscope. The gyroscope that does not show the apparent drift that the globe necessitates to be shown. Do you understand? Okay, now scrolling back. Okay, that's it. We saw the rest. Hey, man, let me do that. Okay, that's it, people. Thank you very much. Now, actually, I'm going to go through this again and then I'm going to show something. I'm going to link in the description. I'm going to link the video in the description. for people to watch and listen to. It's just a song by a band called the Stone Roses. This is the intention behind this video. So I'm going to quickly go over it again. GreaterSapien claims in my comment thread that the video, I will read the comment, and don't you have yet bothered to check the link in the description of my video, you will know that the video I was referring to was published on December 2nd. No, you liar. The video you linked was the video from December 2nd. The video you were referring to and you were discussing was a video from the 13th. He then says, yet you linked to a video published on the day I was recording my video, while I was recording, in fact. No, you're lying, man. You cannot have been making a video about a video from December 2nd. Was a video that was being linked. You weren't seeing or didn't know was there because you were recording, because you included it in your footage, you retarded person. So, here's projection. So you are lying about the video I was referring to, or just ignorant on the facts and talking anyway? Question mark. No. This is GreaterSapien. So, I'm going to read what's going on internally. This is his inner voice. So, I was lying about the video I was referring to, or just ignorance of the facts and talking anyway. Yes, you were lying about the video you were referring to. Okay? You linked and showed part of the video shown by Jaren. Here's the link from Jaren's channel. It's the same link in your channel, which is to this video of the second. In this video, Weldon does not stand holding the mirror. In your video, Weldon is standing holding the mirror. The footage of Weldon standing holding the mirror comes from the video published on the 13th of December. You lying BOS. Okay, not the 2nd of December. Okay. Now, I've just shown that you're a lying, dishonest narcissist. And I say narcissist because a normal person, when being shown that they've made a mistake, would own up to the mistake, or possibly, if they didn't have the courage to, simply no longer compound the mistake. A narcissist, however, would compound the mistake, would not own it, would instead claim something else was going on. Now, you clown shoes have painted me as a narcissist because I made a joke about Polaris seen from southern observatories. I showed footage of my video and I showed the footage I was using in the joke, which was a more centered southern star with a description that the most centered celestial star is Polaris. You guys know this, and your narcissistic brains have twisted that information. Excuse me if there's children listening. You guys are fucked. Now I'm going to link to this video in the description. Feel free to watch it now. Just type the Stone Roses Bye Bye Batman with lyrics and enjoy. Thank you very much, everybody. It feels good to be vindicated. Bye all.
Okay, that's it in its entirety. I like the fact that he was so adamant in how wrong I was and how he was going to prove how wrong I was. And when it came down to it, he ended up admitting that he was wrong.
And I acknowledge that you've given a really good, and I'm not going to try and like squirm out of it. You've given a really good representation of what you did. And I will even go as far as to say that I believe it. In which case, my bad, my mistake, I stand corrected.
And he was not nearly as aggressive as he was in his chats and in his comments. He's very aggressive about how he's going to take things to me. But when it came down to it, face to face, he had nothing to say, and he was wrong. So I think that speaks a lot to what the type of person he is. Now, I know he's upset about this. I know he's taking this very personally, and I know it's hurt his ego a lot. So I assume we're going to get more of him calling me out, trying to get on another live stream and see if I'll show up again, because this time he's really going to put it to me, because that's what people do. That's what his type does. They get shown up in the real world for what they are, and then they say, okay, the next time they're going to do it for real. But the fact is, anything he does from now on is just manufactured bullshit. He had the opportunity to talk to me. He had the opportunity to step up and do what he said he was going to do, and he was just a paper tiger. That's all he was. And so anything else, any challenges he has going forward, please. So I'm pretty much done with that. The only reason I'm doing this is because I feel bad for not giving you guys something. And when I'm sick, I'm really not that nice a guy. And so he just got on my nerves. And so, you know what? This is what he gets. Sorry, Tony. This is what you get. Please.
That's my job! That's what I do! I don't lose! I win! I win! Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.